Hello One Piece enthusiasts, I'm the One Piece nerd, and today let's talk about chapter 1056. So, to begin with, I'm gonna say congratulations to Carrot and Wanda for being the next rulers of Zou, and I'm glad that Inu and Neko are staying, in Wano to help Momonosuke out. It's very good. It feels very nice. Another thing I forgot to sort of understand before the last chapter, in the last chapter, was that Kinemon wasn't there. So would it have made a difference? Perhaps, but he wasn't there apparently, which I completely forgot about. And as for, so this goes to show, Carrot was never supposed to be a member of the Straw Hats, and I'm glad this has all been cleared out. Momonosuke and Hiyori meeting Sukiyaki is, it's pretty good. I mean, warm feelings and whatnot. The comedy here is, again, it's the same old routine with Kinemon, but again, it's still hilarious. He had no idea while the others did, and he looks smart, thinks smart, he's actually pretty dumb. Good joke. But now, let's come to the most important part. Not the most important, but pretty important. Luffy doesn't care about Pluton. So, I mean, we all expected that Luffy wouldn't care. I didn't expect Luffy to care, I don't think any of us did. But the fact that Pluton would remain in Wano after Wano was over is a little surprising. Because if you think about it, moving ahead, ancient weapons will be needed in order to destroy the world government, or in order to basically create a new world. And with Pluton and Poseidon being in Fishman Island, Pluton being in Wano, and Uranus being God knows where, I mean, I'm not exactly sure how things will add up at the end of the story. But so far, Wano's borders will remain closed, Luffy does not care about Pluton, and, well, it's not going to continue. I don't know how to feel about this, but I already said it. I feel like it's pretty important that the Straw Hats get their hand on Pluton, especially Frankie and Robin. But with the captain saying no to that, I highly doubt they're going to go farther than this. Another interesting point that follows this up is Caribou. Oh my god, the guy keeps surprising me every single time he appears with one of his schemes. The first time when he left Fishman Island, he knew about Poseidon and his journey. We see in the cover pages. He wanted to say that Poseidon was in Fishman Island to Kaido, and well, he got caught. Now, he says that he's gonna tell the location of Pluton to someone else. Who could that be? Blackbeard. No one else but Blackbeard would have people all over the globe to give him information. And it's not unlikely that Caribou wouldn't work for Blackbeard, because if you look at Peachbeard, if I remember correctly, I think it was Peachbeard, the one that attacked that random island where the revolutionaries helped out. Can't remember. I'm bad with names, so I'm not tagging. But anyways, that aside, we saw that people underneath Blackbeard is only there for his protection, and they think they're important, but Blackbeard doesn't really care, and Caribou looks that sort of a person. He can betray anyone, anywhere, and as long as he gets his fill, and he gets to survive, or he gets to be under an umbrella. He wanted to help out Kaido in order to be under an Yonko. He helped out Luffy because he thought Luffy was stronger than Kaido, or maybe somehow he could escape. Even though Luffy would be defeated, he would still be able to escape Udon. That's why he helped Luffy. And now, I guess Blackbeard, because he's the only one remaining who cares about the ancient weapons. I don't think Buggy will care. I don't think he's the person working for Buggy. Even though that happens at this point, anything's likely. But most likely it definitely is Blackbeard. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. I would be surprised if it wasn't Blackbeard. As for the next interesting part, the last Poneglyph. Oh, sorry, my bad. Buggy. Buggy is more important than Poneglyphs, right? Buggy is definitely more. Buggy right now is the most single-handedly the most important character in One Piece, hands down. The guy literally turned the tables on the Marines. The Marines, the people who run the world, he turned tables on them with just having Crocodile and Mihawk and maybe some other people under his belt. Like, what the heck, bro? I knew the world changed. The world definitely changed. With Kaido and Big Mom down, Buggy being an emperor, the warlord system abolished, with the revolutionaries making their move, the world is in danger. The world is in trouble, it's in utter chaos. But the amount of chaos this entire thing has brought up blows my mind. Apparently now, the Marines are getting hunted. And this is gonna be fun. I knew the end of One Piece would be exciting, but I never expected the end of One Piece to be this exciting. I never expected anyone aside from Dragon to basically go after the world government directly. I mean, Dragon only cares about the Tenryubito, but these guys are going after the Marines, for God's sake. I mean, where will you stop, Oda? Where will you stop? And Buggy being that important person who turns the table around after all this time, and Luffy still commenting that he's an idiot. I love it. I absolutely love it. I have no complaints whatsoever. I'm just shocked with the amount of twists and turns we're having in the latest few chapters, and oh well, I can't wait to talk about it even more. And finally, the chapter ends with hints about the last poneglyph. Before we talk about the last poneglyph, let's talk about the last panel. Yamato says, "It's finally time for me to live like Odin," and the Straw Hats are about to leave. Which means Yamato will definitely join the Straw Hats. He will live her life as Odin, searching around the world, looking for adventures, strong people. It's in addition to the Straw Hats. I don't mind it. It's another fan service character for Sanji and Brook to go react over. Understandable. Another Conqueror's Haki user. Okay. But the fact that her character stayed one-dimensional, I don't like it. I mean, maybe the bias of Mr. Morge have rubbed a little bit on me, but her character literally did not change. Kid had significant changes. Maybe insignificant changes, but he got better. Law got better. Ever since we met him in Punk Hazard, he's definitely gotten better. He now has a purpose to live, he now has a goal, he now has an ambition, which he didn't have before. After Doflamingo was defeated, we always knew that Law would go back. We had no idea what Law would do. But I'm glad Law now wants to figure out he has a purpose now. Kid always had a purpose, and we got a better fleshed out character. Every single time a Straw Hat joins the crew, they change their mindset. They have a change in mind a little bit here and there and go through character changes. Maybe other than Brook. But with Yamato though, she has no change in character. She said the same thing when she was introduced. She said the same thing when she's gonna join the Straw Hats at the end of the arc. I don't like this. She's a very one-dimensional character. And reading One Piece here in, here out, I've gotten kind of bored with one-dimensional characters. And, well, I don't know what Oda has planned, but maybe he has something better than me. But I'm just saying my opinion on it. Now, time for the last location of the last road poneglyph. The hint is the man marked by flames. Apparently this guy has intel or has the last road poneglyph. That's the thing, but who is this man marked by flames? In the notes we see can imply a burn or a sore shaped like fire. Or a scar. Sorry, I'm drunk. I'm sorry. It's a scar shaped like fire or a burn. So it could mean either of these. Scar shaped like fire, the first person that comes to mind is Sabo. For most of us. But that still doesn't make a lot of sense. From the current candidates we have right now, from the people we already know, I have. Let's see. I have 3 guesses. Maybe 2. Maybe 2 guesses. I'll go with 2. Dragon, Sabo. Is there anyone else? I'm going off the cuff. I'm sorry, I don't script videos. Anyways, I don't think it's as obvious as Shanks because, dude, it would have been way too simple if it was Shanks. I'm glad Shanks doesn't have the last poneglyph. I'm actually very glad because, hey, Oda needs to Oda needs to exceed expectations, and that's what he's trying to do. Man marked by flames could definitely mean Sabo or Dragon. Sabo because his scar looks like fire. Dragon because the thing he has on I think his face, the one side of his face, that looks like fire to me a little bit. I don't know what you call it. Maybe it's a tattoo, maybe it's not a scar. It could be a scar, we have no idea. But Dragon could be a very potential candidate because I think we've all had him in our minds when we talked about the last road poneglyph, and it would be great if it was under the revolutionary armies. And that seems okay for Luffy, and maybe Robin was sent there because of, whatever that is. I think Kuma knew that Dragon had the road poneglyph, and, Robin knew about it. If Robin knew about it from the start, why didn't she say it from before? She had to go to Zoe to figure it out, so unlikely that it's Dragon. Or maybe if it was Dragon, he wouldn't have told her about it because that's too risky of information. Other than that, there literally could be an imaginative character that Oda just thought of that will come into fruition, and, we'll see whoever that is. From the current candidates we have, it's unlikely that it's anyone else. I won't have my hopes up for this. It's definitely not Shanks. I really hope it's not Shanks. I wouldn't mind it if it was Sabo or Dragon, but it would be nice to get a new character. It would be very, very nice to get a new character. And I'm looking forward to it. Robin's Law's look is basically, he definitely knows about it. Robin's expression looks as though she knows what's going on, but she's a little concerned. I mean, it's so vivid. The expressions here are so vivid. You can come up with a lot of conclusions for this. I'm not gonna judge. I would love it if it's a new character. If it's not, no problems. But hey, a very good chapter. I loved it. A lot of jam-packed information, a lot of hints, a lot of theories to come up in the upcoming week because there's a break. And if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, and peace.